we really used to struggle. Sometimes we would go for days on end without eating any solid food. That is, like, from where I come, solid food, like food is ugali and something. So my shosho used to give us some veggies boiled, literally. She calls them aboka for those who can understand. So this cousin of mine who told me that unaweza pata kazi za 300 or something in Nairobi per day told me, we've been telling stories. So out of these stories I pick 1, 2, 3. Plus the guy I was supposed to meet to host me alikuwa naishi hapo Kibera. So aliniambia ukifika enda hapo railways utapata magari za Kibera. So this guy, that's how I found my way to Kibera, and that's where now the real life started. Hits home now, you're homeless, you're without a future. You have released yourself from the past and you haven't settled into your future. So you're hanging somewhere in the balance. And in a strange world, everyone minds their own businesses. So for a whole 8 to 9 months I was in the streets. Sometime in the month of July, it was a very cold season. That is in the year 2012. Yeah, 2011, 2012. In the month of July, it was very cold, very cold. So mi niko huko, sina any warm clothing, and the cold was biting. Nikaamua, why not do some jogging mpaka tao? You see, I'm just thinking, like, I have nothing to live for. So if someone decides to take my life away, then so be it, you know. Why not just run upate that joto, kufika somewhere in Prestige along Ngong Road? Nikaona hii plan haiwezi. So I had to come back to Kibera. There's a iron stage hapo. There's a lady who back then used to kupika mandazi, and she had very good fire lighting around that place, and it was still dimly lit by that time of the day. So I stood just at a safe distance where she couldn't really see who I am, because she could also, you never know, you look dirty, you smell dirty, anaweza tu akakufukuza. So I just took a safe distance where at least I could feel the heat, na yeye pia asinifeel sana. Then a guy comes and I think he saw me. Yeah, I believe he saw me because he came back, and akapita about 5 or 10 meters. Then he came back and said, "Wah." See, at home they call me Pili. So he's like, "Wah, Pili, is this you? Ulikuwa umegonjeka?" Manze, I thought you were someone I knew. Kumbe it's you. And I'm like, "Yeah, it's me, manze, it's me." Before I could even say something, he's like, "Ni sawa, si tutaonana." Akaenda. So this guy alikuwa anafanya job place fulani na brother yake. Akaenda kapigiwa brother yake story. Apparently brother yake alikuwa ametoka ushago less than a week ago, and shosho akamwambia hii. So guys, what I came to understand later is that people who know me so well, who we are related with by blood, used to see me, used to pass me by. They could, like, literally just ignore me and call home na kuambia shosho, unajua ni aje, your son, your grandson, that is mjukuu wako, analemewa na maisha. And shosho, because of her motherly instincts, ilikuwa imempiga stress mingi. So yeah, anyone who was in Nairobi, hata kama uko Nairobi, but okay, uko wanasema gata Juja ni Nairobi, hata kama uko Juja angekutuma tu ukiona huyo kijana yake, because according to her, probably Nairobi is like just a small village, like her own village. So she could send anyone. So she sent this guy among many other people. So huyu msee venye aliambiwa job yao ati nilionekana, I think he planned in his own way to wake up earlier. Na mimi hiyo siku pia bado tu kulikuwa na baridi, so nikaenda hapo kuota hiyo moto ya huyo madha wa mandazi. So this guy is called Kennedy Odhiambo, or this rather, how we call him. So this comes and tells me, Billy, I don't know what it is, but in his own exact words, things that have never really escaped my mind till date, you are my brother. Whatever I'll eat, you will eat. Wherever I will sleep, you will sleep. Whatever I will be wearing, you will be wearing. You know. And if I will not have anything to eat, you will understand that there's nothing. I don't have a very good place here to call home, but it's a place nonetheless. So please, usikatae. Let's just go back home. Not like I was planning kukataa, because if they say, for a drowning man, even a straw appears like help. So this is the straw that really, quote unquote, the straw that came through as a help for me. It was really helpful. Till date, I always say, Maze, Ken is the guy who saved me in Nairobi. So I went, he showed me his place somewhere in Kibera, Katwekera, where I started off my life. Ken gave me clothes. Iyo day ya kwanza, I slept up until 5 in the PM. I woke up, I realized he had told the local Kibandaski that a brother of his is coming, so that akikuja pewe tu chakula kule, he'll sort it out. Back then again in Kibera, that Katwekera area, hakukuwa na washrooms, choo ama bafu. Kulikuwa na a common facility, choo mali ulikuwa unaenda unalipia 5 bob, unaoga, ama maji baridi 5 bob, maji moto 10 bob. So alikuwa ameacha information hapo pia. Mimi ni barua tu aliniandikia kaweka hapo. So I woke up, I saw that, and well, the only thing I saw was the food. So mimi nikaenda pale Kibandaski, nikakula, nikakula tu proper, because this is one thing I've really not had a good meal in a long. Guys, if you have never tasted Kibandaski meals, manze, it doesn't rank in the culinary scale. It's nowhere there, but really for this specific day, ilikuwa ina slap. Ilikuwa ina donjo mzuri sana. So I did that. The lady alikuwa ananiuzia, ndakaniambia, alisema hata uende uoge. Going back, nikasikia watu anasema, Ken ameleta chokora. Yule chokora anakuaga pale Terminus. So that's where I started. Ken akakuja that day akasema, mali nafanya kazi, I've managed to convince my boss akutafutie space. So amesema tuende kesho muongee. So mi kwenda kesho, I had my grasp of English. So I spoke some very fluent English. Akasema, you're the guy we've been waiting for. Nikaekwa company secretary. So company secretary, I used to earn 4,500 bob a month. This is in the year 2012 towards the end. Remember, I came from home na hopes za kupata 300 bob per day. Nilipe rent, nilipe fare, whatever it took, nilibuy chakula, nini, and I was so much at home with that. Now comes a situation where you're paid 4,500 bob per month. You're not paying your fare, you're not paying your rent, because you're not even buying food, because Ken had promised me he would sort that. And he'd given me his word that until I am stable, I should not worry about anything. So it was big money for me, like really. And I was so happy for that. So I don't know what I did with that money anyway, but I just know somewhere in the journey, a lady came in between. Whatever happened, I still can't say. I hope I'm forgiven for that. So that's how I started my life. At some point towards the end of the year, tukenda ushago, like we do, most of us. Towards Christmas, you go have time with your family, just reconnect with your roots. So tukenda ushago, we came back to Nairobi. Ken is a family guy. He was married by then, he still is. So pesa yake ilisha haraka. Akachelewa kidogo. So kukuja home, kukuja Nairobi, that guy akasema umekuja kuchelewa, so we have someone in your space, so maybe until we need someone you stand sacked. Mimi nikasema Ken had done me so good and I'm the company secretary, so I relinquished my post, which just by default went to a lady in that facility. Our company ilikuwa inauza omena hapo Toy Market. That's the first job I ever did in Nairobi. Ikaenda hapo Toy so the opportunity ikaenda kwa this lady. Now the position this lady alikuwa anachukua ikabaki vacant, and that's how Ken was retained kwa job, because now the equation ili balance. Mimi nikajipata mjei, back to my dream of 300 per day and all that. But foreman ni nani? It kicked me that the first job I did was good, but now subsequent to that I met a foreman somewhere along Langata Road. Akaniambia job ni hivi, 350 per day, everyone earns 300 per day, but I'll give you 350 per day if you do me this job. Nani askodi, ukimaliza unaenda, si lazima ngoje 5. I'm like, okay, why not? Bring it on. Guys, ilikuwa ni kubeba wa mawe 150 ya 9x9 kupeleka 4th floor. And we were 3, lori mzima, we are 3 people. Izi tipa. We are 3 people and it's quite a lot of work. Mimi and some 2 lawyer guys wameshona, they are studying, nini. These guys walikuwa wanachukua mawe mbili, ameweka kwa mgongo. Mimi moja nang'ang'ana nayo. So by saa 6 these guys wamemaliza, mimi niko mawe number 20. I'm like, foreman akakuja kaniambia, msee, ni uchukue ID yako uachane na kazi yangu, because at this rate we can't. Remember, mawe na beba ndo inatumika na fundi kujenga. Fundi naye ako na target ya kujenga mawe 150, asipofikisha halipwi. Kelele kwa foreman, so I'm the source of it all. I had to leave that job because honestly it wasn't for me. At least ningeanza mahali ya kukoroga mchanga nini, which I'd done before in one of my earlier jobs, but this one no. So nimeboeka, nikasema unajua ni aje, si lazima sana. Anyway, let me call up a friend of mine. I have a friend called Hesbon Ochieng, also one of my best guys in this journey. Hesbon Ochieng is a sprinter. I guess you people have seen him running all over the world because that's what he does, and we're happy. So Hesbon Ochieng, I call him up, namwambia manze ni kubaya leo sijaingia job, but I'm hungry. Acha nipitie hapo, hata kama nika strong tea na ugali, I won't mind. So Hesbon tells me, just come, niko hapa West tunafanya mazoezi. So mimi naenda West, I meet someone there. This someone tells me, nimeona Hesbon wako hapo anapiga mazoezi and the entire team. So mi niko hapa kwa Nairobi West Prisons, there's a pavilion hapo. Nimetulia hapo, then a stranger walks on to me ananiambia, hey young man, you see things, vitu ni hivi simple. Either you're here training or you're not here. So choose what you're going to do. So mimi nikasema, nitoke huko ma stress, nikuje hapa ma stress, fanyeni hivi, hata kama ni hiyo Hesbon tampigia simu baadaye, mimi nimeenda. So he calls me and tells me, no, I didn't actually mean you go. Change uingie mazoezi. Nilikuwa nimeenda ordinarily move as sport shoes because you can't go to MJ in official shoes like really. So I just changed, did what I could do that day, albeit begrudgingly because this is not what I signed up for. Mimi nilikuwa nimekujia kukula. And nimetrain, tukaitwa kando. Hesbon akaambiwa zile za, oya bro, unajua ni aje, if this guy doesn't make it to training tomorrow and the days after, we hold you accountable. So Hesbon tells me, mimi siwezi lose future yangu juu yako, so do whatever you do, make sure you appear here. Just appear. Whatever you will do from there, wao watakuambia. So I came, at least ulikuwa unakuja, unapata mtu amekutolea soda, nini, 50 bob. I found a family here, a family that mtu anajitolea. One coach moja alijitolea akanipatia stretchers za kutrain, which was a good thing. Another akajitolea akanipatia spikes sijui alibuy 5k. another ananipatia easy trainers, viatu tu, sasa rubber shoes fiti, wachana na zangu za mjengo. So I found a family here. Tungekuja after mazoezi, unapata mumeenda kama boys ama hata madem pia wako kwa nyumba fulani, mumekunywa strong tea, mepiga mastori, masaa imeenda, you just feel good at home and vitu kama hizo. And that is when my journey in sports started. Well, sometime there kukatokea an invite. It wasn't really an invite, it was All Africa Games, I think, something like that, in Wari State in Nigeria. So coach akasema, as always, mimi sitaki lawama ati napendelea mtu ama mtu. What we do, we've trained all of you the same, we wish all of you the best, with no sijui mapendeleo or stuff. So this is what we are going to do. We need 3 people, kiwanja ndio hii, nyinyi ndio nyinyi hapo. Mukimbie, it's time. Unakimbia tuko umepost the best time, the qualifying time, then is it. So they needed 3 people. I posted the 4th best time and I couldn't make it. But then one of the guys who was in the front developed an injury, so the next alternative was just me. So yeah, that's how the first time niliwahi panda ndege. And it was good. So nikatoka hapo nikasema wachana na mjengo, sasa hii ndio inabamba. Nikashikilia kabisa up to date. I thank God that it's opened up so many ways for me, and I'm a professional sprinter, just so you know. I'm happy with the much that I've done for country and for self, and I hope that one day I'll lift the Kenyan flag high. One other thing that maybe I didn't say about is my high school life. See, after we were dropped off from Kisumu to Siaya, and now wakadanganya watu bado tuko Kisumu, so tukatoka Siaya tukikuja Lolwe, we enrolled kwa shule inaitwa Nyabeda Secondary School. Well, it's a secondary school. It looked like a chief's camp because ni nyumba tu moja na flag hapo katikati. And not like I'm looking down on it, but I'm really grateful that it's part of my history. It tells me it really never matters where you come from, you still can achieve. So at Nyabeda, we used to pay a school fee of 4,200 per term, per year. Yes, 1,400 per term. And I came, nikapata kama kila mtu ashashika dockets zake. So unakuja unasema, uko na shida na English? Tafuta nani anakuwaga ameweza. Uko na shida na gani? Maths? Usijali, there's a guy pale atakusort. You know, kila mtu ameshika yake. Mimi nikakuja, and all the way from primary school I've always been a backbencher by default. So nimechukua kiti yangu hapo backbench. I loved kuinua kiti zile za you tilt it back and then you just feel good, and that's what I used to do. So my English teacher alikuwa anakuja na ananiambia, kijana utanichukia, why are you sitting in my class like you're going to buy mutumba from Dubai? I don't want that. And he would use a cane to hit me straight hapa katikati ya kichwa. And there was all this thing of corporate hate. So the whole teaching fraternity, the whole staff room hates you because one teacher hates you. See, back then you didn't have the opportunity to explain yourself. Ati unajua iko hivi. So me, I was just there. Anakuja sometimes, anakuja ananiambia, young man, toka kwa klasi yangu. So mimi natoka because shida napitia ni mingi. At least mwalimu, you won't be one of them. I need to know how I'm going to eat. You know, I need to know how I'm going to get my next school fee. So please, if you hate me, that's your own problem. I didn't have an issue with that. Then came an external exam. Ilikuwa inaitwa Bosi 10. That is in 209. I guess 209 hapo. Bosi 10. Bondo Siaya top 10 in English. We did that. And when the results came, there was some murmurs of denial in the office. because this guy who alikuwa nakaa like mtu anaenda kununua mtumba Dubai, his name was uko juu uko. I was the best in the entire district. Back then bado tulikuwa na districts thing. And no one could believe it because they really, mimi sikagi siongeleshagi mtu, there's no time mtu anipata nimesoma say course books. Mimi nilikuwa nasoma story books and magazines because that's the only place ningepata an escape from the troubles I'm going through. So she called me and like, what's your name again? I'm Anthony. How? How? I don't know anything. So I emerged as the best. At some point I also emerged as the best in maths, and now that is when the graph now started tilting. From a point where I could be chased out of class because I bore them just by the way I look. Nimewabore. To a point where the teachers would literally say, if that guy is not in class, then there's nothing I'm doing. There was actually a point nilifukuzwa shule because of school fees. And mwalimu anakupiga nikaa windu unafaa kulipa school fee na umekataa. Kupigwa viboko, sijui mabare, nini. Mimi nikasema ni sawa, anyway umenifukuza, I can go home nitafute kajua kali nione venye tutakula sapa. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters, not this one. Those teachers called themselves for a brief meeting. Wakambia principal, fanya hivi, whatever it takes, just go bring that boy back. Me and my elder bro, Eric, because the other one had finished. Just go and bring that boy back. And mimi nimekaa hivi na shosh, I don't know, they picked one of the people. Back then, we were like the only people who went to high school in that area, from that area. Because ordinary walikuwa nafika class 8, wanaenda job, sijui kwenda fishing, kwenda kuhustle Nairobi, Kisumu, those places. So tracing us was so easy. Ulikuwa nafika hapo Lolwe Primary School, na wale vijana wanasomaga Nyabeda natoka na huku chini, unaletwa straight to our home. So wakakuja, the principal alikuja kanipata huko na maishosho, akasema whatever you do please, I don't know what's going on but you have to be at school tomorrow. Akatujenga dhao mbili, akaambia shosh, fanya hivi, enda ununue omena. There's a market close to us inaitwa Sidindi. Akasema enda Sidindi ununue omena, musikae njaa hivyo. That's where transformation started, because my head teacher now could go to CDFs. Game, we were located almost at the border because we had Game constituency, Alego constituency, Ugenya constituency, and there was Quisero constituency. We would do all these things. I don't know how he did them, but somehow every bursary we ever applied for came. Especially the Game constituency one, where ilikuwa inaleta 8,000 bob. And now you know school fee ni 4,200. Sasa 8,000 bob imekuja. Kuna ya Ugenya ilikuwa na kama around 5,000 bob. Alego Usonga ilikuwa 5,000 bob. And then Quisero could change hivi. So my principal kaniambia, I'm doing this thing because I now trust that you really are capable and you need the help. So this is what's going to happen. Wacha mimi nishughulikie school fee, wewe shughulikie hizo vitu zingine. And sometimes hata alikuwa anaingia kwa mfuko anatoa dhao mbili na niambia unajua ni aje, wewe enda tafuta chakula home. Vitu tu kama hizo. It really was a change for me that in the depth of all that desperation, someone came and saw the potential in me and gave me that. Well, my parents, like I said, my mom died in 97. I was 5 years. I only came to know later on from the death certificate, there's that compartment called cause of death. It was about some birth complications. When the younger sister that we have, they were twins, but now one passed on and this one survived. And alongside the one that passed on was my mom, and yeah, she passed on due to birth complications. The maternal facilities back in the days were not as advanced as today. My dad grew depression out of that. I could see him and hear him crying in his bedroom. We could take pictures, and behind the pictures that I have till date, naona ameandika hapo 1 month after the death of my lovely wife, hope to see you soon. We used to take those pictures, and it got him into depression, and the bottle got into alcohol at some point, and that was it for him. So when we were taken in by my aunt, we really lived a good life. Like I said, the first years, that was really the best part of my childhood, because, man, I had my own bedroom, every last one of us, and it was on a king-size bed. We used to receive visitors due from children's department, all those things, and we never really know what it was, but it was super, super, super awesome experience. And after those 2 years, things changed. After that time, things really changed, and she wasn't around for us anymore. Alikuwa anaenda tu, like akienda, anaenda akiendaga. Anarudi maybe after 3-4 months, you know, you don't even have means of livelihood. There were no phones you could call, there was no M-Pesa, there was nothing. It was you and the world. We didn't really know what happened until much, much later on, about 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago from today, when one of my elder brothers, alikuwa nauliza, why don't we go check about these unclaimed financial assets? There is an ad that had been running on tele, and it was so much. So this guy akaniuliza, we have a copy of our dads, and so akaifuatilia. Akambia, no, you can only check it with the provincial administration in Kisumu, they'll tell you. Wakasema, oh, your dad, you should be coming for this, you know, you should really be coming for this, because it's long overdue. So tunaenda tumepewa a whole breakdown of sijui his benefits, nini, taxes, everything. It was amounting to about 800,000+. But then again, the only thing we could claim was 5,000 bob. Because these people, like from the trustees department, they never lie. You go, you get money from them, they note it there. On such a date, this person took this much because of this reason. I even found situations where I was actually sick, quote unquote, and admitted. And I had to take she had to go take some amount of money, because these things were classified for mtu number 1 unapata this much, mtu number 2 unapata this much, mtu number 3 unapata this much. From my account it was withdrawn. Yote. While akasema, there were even instances where she paid for our school fee, and that meant the money was withdrawn. Remember, my school fee was not paid by her. It was the principal who alikuwa nangangana na CDF and stuff. So all in all, we only had 5,000 bob to share amongst us, and much as I may want to be mad or something, I think that is a chapter that's gone by. May her soul rest in peace. Either way, one way or the other, she played her part in our lives, and I believe had it not been for her taking us from the village and bringing us to the city, probably some of the connections we had would never have been there. So in high school, I had a mean grade of C+, that is in 2010, and really I couldn't proceed because of the very obvious reasons. Life was beating me left, right, and center, and the most important thing was how to survive. Was literally surviving, so I didn't manage to proceed. But yeah, my dream was to be a lawyer, you know, just because I believe I have a way with words. So I just wanted to you know, get a way of how to defend these people, these ones that are exploited unknowingly, how to defend them, how to let them know, how to bring that awareness, because you could be knowing someone is exploiting you, but you don't know what to do with that information. So as a lawyer, I really wanted to do that. Never lost the hope of being a lawyer though. Finances are tough, but I would really appreciate if someone came through and helped me pursue this goal. Again, I'm a professional sprinter. You see, it's a time that I'm also struggling. Training is expensive, and it's really, really, really tough again, because you have to get a coach, you have to get gym equipment, you have to maybe travel to locations that will enhance your training. Sometimes, Pia, you feel you have to get these supplements, and some of these supplements, the actual permitted supplements, are very expensive, and maintaining them is a difficult thing. So again, if I can get someone who can help me with that training part of it, I would really appreciate. Let's work together to bring some medals home to make Kenya a powerhouse in short sprints, like Ferdinand Omanyala is doing, Mark Otieno, Hezbon Ochieng, my guy. You see, these people are really doing a great job. My parting shot to you guys, you out there, sometimes nothing really makes sense, and rightfully so. You do your best and you don't even get anything out of it. See, there's something in hope. Hoping, dreaming, believing in yourself is free of charge. Let no one take that away from you. Whatever you do, however bad, however tough, however uncouth the situation could be, it really doesn't matter. What matters is your resolve to go through it all. They say you grow through what you go through. So if you are out there and you're feeling like you have really been hit hard by life, you're the guy. Please take it up one step at a time. Make it your own personal decision to be the change that you desire, because of course you're the only one you've been waiting for all this while. No one will come to save you. But if you believe in yourself, the universe will just adapt in a way that people that share a common belief with you, you people will just be gravitating towards one another. And when you're there, you're good. A reason why huwezi pata mse wa Nduthi anaenda pale kupiga story na wase na mapilot. There's a big difference. There's no way a pilot will be telling professional stories in a cruise ship captain. There's a big difference. Believe in yourself. That thing you have inside of you, that dream, that small sound that speaks to you, that is all you need to hold on to. Take it up, run away with it. Somewhere along the way, the universe will adapt. It will bring you destiny connectors, and you never know. At the end of the day, remember, success is not an overnight thing. It is an activity that meets an opportunity, and the two culminate into success. So please, take heart. It should be well. As I said, my name is Anthony. I'm a professional sprinter. I also do MC. I do team building activities. I also train people, especially those ones that want to take up sprinting and athletics as a profession. You can find me via phone number 0705 142 496, and maybe if you're watching from outside Kenya, that is +254 705 142 496 via phone call, text, or WhatsApp. Email at anthonyphillips16@gmail.com. That is ANTHONYPHILLIPS16@gmail.com. Facebook, Anthony Phillips.